Welcome to the 2026 San Angelo Stock Show Ag Mechanics Special, sponsored by ProLine, South Plains Implement, and Pitcock Properties.
Welcome to the 2026 Ag Mechanics Special. I'm your host, Sonora Scott, and today we're stepping into a world built on innovation, craftsmanship, and good old-fashioned hard work. Each year at the San Angelo Stock Show and Rodeo, student exhibitors of all ages from across Texas bring their skills to life, welding, building, and engineering agricultural projects that reflect months of dedication and pride. From trailers and tractor restorations to outdoor cooking rigs and custom builds, these students are proving that the future of agriculture is strong, skilled, and hands-on. In this special, we'll take you inside the Ag Mechanics contest, meet some of the competitors, hear the stories behind their projects, and celebrate the talent and determination that make this event truly special. So settle in and enjoy. Okay, everybody, I have got Javier here with me, Assistant Superintendent of this fabulous show. Oh my goodness, so many amazing entries this year.
Oh, it's awesome. We love it. We keep growing every year. There's no words to really describe until you put your eyes on it and see it for yourself firsthand. The incredible efforts, the work, the quality of projects, craftsmanship that these kids put in.
Exactly. What are some of the numbers that we're looking at this year as far as entries?
So entries, we have 888 projects on the ground. Wow. And we have 243 chapters, clubs from across the whole state of Texas. Students that have shown up here, we're right at about 1,700 kids that are on the grounds just for Ag Mech.
Wow. When you think about those numbers, and think about how much the show has grown over the years, what goes through your mind?
I don't know where they keep coming up with these ideas. You'd figure, everybody's be done making the same stuff, but every year there's new things, new designs, ideas, and it's crazy. And the quality keeps getting better and better and better every year.
When it comes to, these projects, you were saying the projects keep getting, even more creative, the materials, everything, the quality is going up. A lot of these kids have told me that they have jobs already lined up after graduation.
Oh, 100%. They've got jobs lined out. They're working internships with companies and businesses. There's kids out here that have projects that they're getting patent already. Like the engineering behind it, the creativity. I don't know if you saw, but there's a project here that's going to Disney in Orlando, Florida.
Wow.
Where do you come up with this? Out of Texas? Is that not awesome? From a high school or I don't even know the age of the kid, but think of it as a chapter in a club in the state of Texas.
Yeah, I wasn't doing this cool stuff in high school, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely takes a special kind of kid, and it just speaks to the importance of the agriculture industry and, all the trade industry, yes. Really, and how important it is and how much it's growing and getting more into schools.
And trades are critical in this whole state of Texas, anywhere in the United States. It is a dying art, a dying trade, and we need all these kids, fabricators, engineers, and this is great. They might be my boss one day. You never know,
Exactly. Yeah, we could be working for some of them. And I wouldn't mind it. The kids here are so nice, so polite, so kind. I mean, it just speaks volumes.
Man, this is great. I love it, being a part of it. And it's not just the show and them demonstrating their skills. It takes a lot of people here, from the judges, from the move in and move out crew. We couldn't do this without them. A big shout out to them, sponsors and donors. Anybody who wants to get involved and come help, we encourage them. Get a hold of the Stock Show office. Tell me you want to reach out to the Ag Mech department. You want to be part of our community. And the Milwaukee giveaway. Don't forget about that Milwaukee giveaway from the syndicate.
It really is, just such a community here, community effort, community just in itself, really. The culture, as soon as they come to San Angelo and they set up their projects, they're part of the family.
Oh, yeah, instantly. We want them back every year.
Awesome. Well, Javi, thanks so much for talking to us.
No, thank you, Sonora.
Hey, everybody. I have got Jacob here from Brock with me. Now, Jacob, you came running up to me. You were so excited to show your project. Tell me a little bit about it.
So this is a spray skid that can fit in the back of a gator, and you can spray anywhere you want to spray, like in a barn for pest control or anything like that.
That is pretty handy, and it's a lot easier to put it in a gator than a truck, I bet, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
So what inspired you to build this?
Well, my dad was having trouble on the farm because there was weeds and ant piles everywhere. Yeah. So we built this so we can get rid of all the viruses on our cows and horses.
That is amazing. So if anybody out there is in third grade right now, or even in fifth grade, or even older than you, do you have any advice when it comes to getting into ag mechanics?
Listen to your parents and listen to what they tell you to do.
I love that. I'm sure his parents are cheering as they're hearing this. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob, for talking to us. The 2026 Ag Mechanics Special will be right back after this.
Welcome back to the Ag Mechanics Special, sponsored by Proline, South Plains Implement, and Pitcock Properties.
Okay, everybody, I have got Grant and Caleb here from Grandview, just south of Fort Worth. Y'all were saying it took you about four and a half hours to get here?
Yes, ma'am. 4.5 hours.
Okay, well, I love your project. I immediately was drawn to it. It's kind of set up to make your life a little bit easier, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's the whole point. So it's an automatic livestock feeder. So it's designed so if one Saturday night you don't want to go out, you just want to sit at home and watch a movie, you know this is going to feed and water your livestock for you. Or Christmas Day, you just want to hang out with the kids. You're not going to have to worry about your cattle being hungry on Christmas. So that's the point.
Yes, and I noticed this water tank too, so it even includes watering.
Yes, ma'am. So we have an IBC tote, so it holds about 250 gallons. So you're set pretty well there, but we also plumbed it so that you can run it straight to a water hose, and then you don't even have to worry about it emptying out on you.
That is pretty fancy. I love that. So tell me a little bit about how long it took you to design and create this project.
So we have about 350 hours into it in total. That's not including like all the blueprints and everything, but probably about 50 hours into the blueprints as well. Just took a long time, but it paid off.
Yeah, most definitely. So have y'all been showing all across the state?
Yes, ma'am. We 2 weeks ago we were in Fort Worth, and then the week before that we were at our county show in Johnson County. So, yeah.
Do you get tired traveling across the state, or is it fun? Is it fun for you?
It's pretty fun. I mean, it paid off. We won in county and won our class in Fort Worth, so it's overall paid off just for the whole time.
This is the best part. So, like, you put all those hours in, and now this is the fun part to come hang out at the shows, hang out with your friends, and see everybody. So, yeah.
Most definitely. Okay, so what has been the feedback that y'all have gotten on your project so far?
Honestly, because most of the judges here are the older generation, and just seeing how easy their life can make it, and people want to buy it off of us, and start producing them. So we might have some jobs after this, but just honestly how easy it can make your life. So you can send your 10-year-old kid out here or your 9-year-old grandpa to come check your cattle for you.
Yes, that is amazing. So where did that inspiration come from to make it easy? Because I feel like it sounds like you took all ages into account.
Yes, ma'am. So we saw some couple different ideas, but we just never seen it put together. And honestly, just my personal experience, like Christmas morning, I don't want to go feed out. I don't want to go out. I want to sit in my pajamas and open my presents. Yeah. But I'm out there, in the snow feeding, and so that's where it kind of came from.
That is amazing. Okay, so any other advice to anybody out there who may be thinking about, creating something new or getting into ag mechanics, anything like that?
Our project's pretty big, and 350 hours is a lot. But you can build, I've seen T-post pullers built, and it takes a little, and little kids are showing it, and it's a good skill to learn. I learned to public speak. I hate talking in front of people, but I've learned to, sell my project, and I've got job offers off of this, and you can find a career out here, and people come to you wanting you to build stuff for them. So it's a great area to join into and get into, honestly.
Yeah. How about you, Caleb?
Yeah, basically the same thing. This is my first year doing it, but him and a couple other people from our school, they've done it all year and they've won a lot. So I just wanted to get into this just for the experience overall and just the determination just to stick through it all throughout, even when it was hard. Staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, just having to meet deadlines. So it's a great experience overall and really builds your character.
I love that. Well, gentlemen, you both have great characters. Thank you so much for speaking with us today. Okay, everybody, I have got Brody here from Miles now. I was just immediately drawn to your project because it is so unique. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we have these tractors laying around our house, and so we always wanted a pool table lamp for our pool table, our outdoor pool table. So we decided to build one. We had the fuel tank. All this came off of old tractors. The fuel tank came from one of our scrap projects. Everything did. We tried to reuse as much as possible. And we have a little bit of, well, obviously we have a lot of international in it, but we even have a little bit of deer pieces that we just couldn't find laying around. But like I said, we try to reuse everything that we could.
Wow, so you already had the materials basically set there at your house.
And saying that, we even reused the paint.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. And this little touch right here, I love that. How did you come up with that?
Well, we started this. This piece actually is kind of cool because this is the first piece. It came off of my great-grandfather's tractor, and that's kind of what started all of this, of us restoring our projects and all that.
That's amazing. So this is going in your house.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. Do you have any, final thoughts or messages that you want to share with maybe your fellow seniors?
Well, find a project that you want to do and just keep your heart to it and keep doing it.
Great advice. Thanks so much, Brody.
Welcome back to the Ag Mechanics Special, sponsored by Proline, South Plains Implement, and Pitcock Properties.
Okay, everybody, I came to probably the most popular corner here at the Ag Mechanics Show. I've got Connor and Jaden, and y'all built a whole hat-shaping bar.
Yes, ma'am, we did.
Oh my God, and you have a lot of customers too.
Of course, yes, ma'am.
Well, tell me about this project and what really inspired it.
So what inspired it is this past summer, I started my mobile hat shaping business called Double J Hatters. We go to festivals, rodeos, fairs, anywhere where I could sell and shape a hat. The original idea came from it is because my old bar, it was a hassle just trying to take it, pick it up, put the steamer back in it, get all these extension cords, trying to plug everything in. With this bar is 8 foot, and we can do everything. All I need is one extension cord and plug it into the steamer, and we're good for the rest of the day.
Oh my goodness. So you already had the business, and then you built this to help your business. That's amazing. So when did you start?
So I started shaping about 8th grade, and I've always had friends come buy new hats, expensive hats, and they've always trusted me to shape their hats, so I decided to make a business out of it. We started selling open count straws, and they're all custom fit to you. I shape them, clean them, even felts too. I don't sell any felts yet, but I do shape them, clean them, and reblock them. If anybody needs like a reshape of any hat, I'll do it.
Wow. Well, if you know, you know. You gotta trust who is shaping your hat. So it's a real talent, a real art, actually. So how'd you get started with that?
So in 8th grade, I went to Cavender's, got my first hat steamed, reshaped, open crown, and it took an interest to me. That very same day, I went home, got a tea kettle, made a foil funnel out of it, and started trying to teach myself how to learn. After that, my parents got me a countertop steamer, and I started teaching myself after that. I didn't have anybody teach me or anything. I just watched people make them, and I saw how I taught myself. The little details, and like I feel like all the little things matter to a hat.
Most definitely. And now you have your own business.
Yes, ma'am.
That is amazing. So what grade are you in?
I'm a senior this year. I'm 17 years old, and I think this will become my future eventually.
Yeah, I would say so. It looks like you have a bright future. Again, judging by all of your customers, has it been real busy since you've gotten here?
Oh yeah, we've had a bunch of people come up to me, asking me about hats. About the bar too. I think telling them about the bar and how it's made is that's my favorite part about it. But especially talking to them and meeting them, and that's the whole point. Another point why I started the business. I've done a couple private events, and I've been to Uvalde, Llano, Johnson City, and I've gone to fairs and rodeos. And the people I meet there, it's a real experience.
That is amazing. And of course, you got your buddy here. Tell us about Connor.
So Connor Holt, he's helped me along the way. He was there whenever I started the business, and he helped me create this bar. Also, he helped me with the little ideas. He held the tape measure for me some of the times, but he's always been there, giving me ideas and having my back.
That is amazing. Okay, do you have any advice for anybody who maybe they've got an idea, but they're saying, okay, well, I'm 17, I'm too young, I'm in high school, I don't know about starting my own business. What would you tell them?
I would tell them to start it. Don't be scared to, because whenever I was in 9th grade, sophomore year, junior year, I was nervous. I didn't think shaping a hat, somebody spent $1,000 on this hat, and if I messed it up. But eventually, you just got to get out of that fear. And if you're a good shaper or anything, if you're good at a trade, I think you should follow that dream, because then you'll always be happy and you'll always have something to lean back on. And it's yours. You can always say it's yours. This is all for me. and that's what I'm grateful for. I mean, the Lord has helped me with this, and I'm very grateful for this. Yes, ma'am.
Amen. Amen. Jens, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, everybody, I am here with Carter from Aaron. Now, this one threw me for a loop. This is something that you don't see every day, especially not here in Texas at the Ag Mechanics Show. What do you have here?
So this is a crocodile transport crate right here. This one right here is going to Disney in Florida, and so I'm blessed to have the opportunity to do this.
Wow. How did you even come up with this?
So my dad's the general contractor at the Dallas Zoo, and they have one very similar, and because of that, Disney saw it and had the opportunity to reach out, and well, a little bit of talking with Disney later, and here we are.
Oh my goodness. So this was kind of a custom order then. So you had the idea and then you made it specifically for them in Disney.
Well, there's one very similar to this one out there, and so they wanted it based off of that one right there that was already there.
Oh my goodness. That is so cool. And so you're a senior. What a project to finish out your year with. What's going through your mind about all this?
I'm just thinking about my future and how this might be a foot in the door for me, because I plan on going out into this industry and doing the special stuff like this for other places like Disney and zoos, possibly worldwide. I plan on expanding a family business out and be able to do these things.
Wow, that is amazing. So for anybody out there who may be, going into their senior year and they're thinking, my project is a little too crazy, maybe a little too outside the box, what would you tell them?
There's no way you can get something too outside the box.
Very well said. I love it. Carter, thanks so much for talking to us. The 2026 Ag Mechanics Special will be right back after this.
Welcome back to the Ag Mechanics Special, sponsored by Proline, South Plains Implement, and Pitcock Properties.
Okay, everybody, we are with Carly, a sixth grader from Lingleville, and I immediately had to come over because I saw the name of your project. It is absolutely perfect. It's called Chicken Church. What gave you the idea for that?
So my stepmom asked me if I could build her a chicken coop, and I said yes, but I didn't want it to be like any other chicken coop, and so I decided to build a chicken church, and I wanted it to look like the old Baptist churches.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about this design. How'd you do that? Did you look at a bunch of pictures or go tour them?
Yes. So actually, in my binder here, I have a picture, and this was my inspo picture.
I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, so when it came to building this, talk about all the work that went into it.
It was actually really complicated trying to figure out like all the angles and everything for everything to do with it. It was just really complicated, and this is my first project actually.
Really, your first one ever? Oh my goodness. Well, that's quite an undertaking for your first one.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so kind of walk me through the process. I'm sure there were so many steps to get this completed.
So we built the frame, and then we cut out pieces of plywood, and we put those on there, and then we did the roof.
Oh my goodness.
And then we did nesting boxes and all the details and painting and shingles and all that.
Yes. Okay, so speaking of details, we have to talk about that beautiful window. Tell me about that.
Okay, so I made it to look like a stained glass window to make it look like the old Baptist churches. And so I used a piece of plexiglass we had, and then I ordered a film off of Amazon and stuck that on there.
Oh my goodness, the details, that is amazing. That is truly amazing. So, okay, for your first project ever, what are your overall thoughts? Would you do it again?
Yes.
I love it. So do you already have another project in the works for next year?
Not yet, but I do need to come up with it soon because we started after school year started on mine, and we definitely need to start sooner.
It took a little bit, huh?
Because my sister was also building a project at the same time. Okay. Yes, she built a varmint rack, and she's actually here today.
Oh my goodness. So it's just a family affair. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Carly, for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Okay, everybody, I have got Reese here from Blackwell. Now, I saw these spurs from a mile away. They're absolutely beautiful. And Reese, you were telling me that your granddad, something about him inspired you to make these.
Yes, ma'am. So he has a set of old McChesney spurs from 1899, and McChesney, he makes some really cool spurs. He's got gal leg, gooseneck, and bull shanks. That's where I got my inspiration to make them.
Goodness, that they're absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about the work that it took to get them to this point. You've got some materials right here.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I've got several jigs laid out that I use throughout the process. This took me about 3 weeks to make. This is my second set that I've ever made. So it's made out of a rasp. And you know what that is?
Yes.
It's like a big nail file for horses. That's what my mom calls it. Now, one request my granddad did have that intrigued me a little bit was that on the rowels, notice how they don't hardly ring at all. He wanted them quiet, and I asked him why. Well, he said, I'm tired of getting off my horse and going to sneak up on them daggum coyotes and them running off because they hear me coming.
Such intricate detail and such intricate design. So you were telling me this is your senior year, your last project to work on. How special is this for you?
It's my last year. I'm going to miss being able to come to these shows and whatnot. But I mean, I'm not going to give this up. I plan on to continue doing it. Just last week I got my engraver in, so I can actually start putting silver on and copper and engraving and such. Really looking forward to it.
And now everybody can say, when you start making them and selling them, hey, I got some Reese Kids first.
Yes, ma'am.
Would that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, Reese, thank you so much for talking to us today.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you all so much for watching the 2026 Ag Mechanics Special from right here in San Angelo, Texas. We'll see you again next year.
Thank you for watching the 2026 San Angelo Stock Show Ag Mechanics Special, sponsored by Proline, South Plains Implement, and Pitcock Properties.